Hello and welcome to Tarot Q&A. You're with Fiona McLeod for Tarot Q&A today. We are answering questions either from the chat if you're live or from those that have sent them in earlier. I welcome you all here. It's so good to be here again. I'm from New Zealand and I'd love to hear what part of the world you are coming from. Please do punch that in the chat. Now, what we're doing is we're starting with a collective consciousness reading. This means this is for you. No matter who you are, where you are, or what time it is, this reading is going to be a little teensy bit of an insight into what might be helpful for you to hear along your way in the world at this time. So I call this the collective consciousness reading. Normally I make everyone wait till halfway through, but today we're going to do it first up. So lucky you, right? Hello, Claire. Nice to have you here. Everyone that's watching right now, could you please kindly put 3 orange hearts into the chat so that I know who's there? It's good to see a few people popping up. Now, we want to tune in to the messages for everyone who happens to watch this reading. So we're just going to get into the overall vibe. Now, how many cards are we getting for this? 1, 2, 3 cards. We're doing 3 readings. We're doing a past, present, future reading today. That's what's come through. Nice and simple. And this past, present, and future can depict whatever works for you. You will know whether it means yesterday, today, tomorrow, last week, this week, next week, or month to month, year to year. This message will be clear when you receive it. Okay, hello, Sarah. Awesome to have you here. What do we need to hear? Are we ready to pull the cards? We are going to pull the card. First card. Now, for those of you who are interested in developing your own intuition, so perhaps you can either read tarot yourself or maybe simply use it for your daily ways of making good decisions and knowing which way to take your journey. You can learn how to strengthen your intuition. I'm doing a live 3, maybe 4-part series. It depends if I add in the extra bit or not. Coming up, if you're interested in that, please email me, fiona@sirensoul.com. I am intuitive in the subject line. And that way I will send you all the information. So that's fiona@sirensoul.com, SIRENSOUL.com. Okay, thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for your patience as we get the right cards for the best message for us today. We have 2 cards. First card, second card. These are correct. 1 more card. Whew. Okay, we're nearly there, guys and girls, nearly there. What do you all need to hear today? Oh, I'm almost nervous for you. Let's see, is this the correct card? 1, 2, 3. What? I've just got a bit of a conundrum for the 3rd card. So we are going to get another card to give it more clarity just for the sake of reading in a more efficient manner for you. Right, let's begin. Past, we have the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is often known as a very driven person, somebody who is motivated and has their eye on their prize, particularly in a career scenario. So this would be someone riding up the corporate ladder. Now, to get up the corporate ladder, excuse me, while I just drown out the barking of my dog in the background. To make your way up this ladder, we have to navigate what we've got here. We've got the black and the white phoenixes. And the black and the white... Just lost my microphone. We're all go, aren't we? We have to navigate the black and the white, which in the tarot represent our conscious mind, being the white, the light, and the dark, which is the subconscious mind. Now, having this in the past, it feels like whatever the topic that this reading is for about you, is that you have been pretty focused on getting what you will, being on the journey of what you want to achieve. It feels mostly like you have found that balance between the black and the white, between the darkness can often be the inhibitor, the limiting subconscious beliefs, the shadow side. The darkness can be us feeling the self-doubt, or us feeling anything that would block us from moving forward with confidence. And when we are able to balance that or ignore that, we stay on path. Now, whatever the topic is for you, this might be wanting a new relationship, it might be a career move, it might be saving money, it might be a health regime, it might be simply having more routine in your days. Whatever it is for you, it feels like that's a topic that this is about. So anything that you have actually been on a mission to get. Now, the second card is the Ace of Wands. Now, this is an instigation of passion. So if your mission is to actually be in a relationship, this would be the spark of something that is quite passionate, and it could be a relationship, or it could actually simply be the start of a creative project. Now, what people don't understand is that a creative project is not always about being creative like a designer or an artist. Creation is everything we do. Like, we are creators of our reality. A lot of people don't understand what that means, but being the creator of our reality requires us to be very conscious of our thoughts and emotions, so that we make sure we manifest what we want in our life, rather than accidentally manifest what we definitely don't want. Now, what it means to accidentally manifest is when bad stuff happens and we think, when I say bad, I'm like bad because in the tarot, there's not really any good and bad. There's just different experiences. As humans, we label them good and bad. The universe or the multiverse or source energy doesn't have an opinion about things being good or bad. It simply has an awareness that everything happens for a reason. The reason I'm talking about this is because when you are instigating a passionate affair of any creation, this can have its curveballs, and these are part of the ride. So bear in mind that the obstacle is the way. And this, oh my goodness, my dog won't stop barking in the background. So we're just saying that this, whatever is lurking, this is the start of something passionate, a creation, a relationship, an idea, a change in our life. We create our reality through our energy. So if we're aware of our emotions, that changes our energy. If we're aware of the dark side and we clean it up, that changes our energy, and then we can launch into these new creations. So that's a little bit like if you don't love yourself and you're wanting a new relationship, you'd clean up that and start loving yourself so that you can create the relationship that you're passionate about. That's a short version. But what we have coming up here is a real conundrum, because these are two very contrasting cards. We have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is actually somebody who's very cautious. So once you've initiated this passion that has shown itself here in the Ace of Wands, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm just going to park it and go and put my dog inside because I'm finding it very distracting. Sorry. See you shortly. Well, here we are back again. Thank you for your patience. Here we are back again. Thank you for your patience. My goodness. So what we were saying is this is quite a complicated story, because what I'm saying is the process you're on, the mission you began with, has a wonderful outcome where all your wishes come true. There's a hiccup in the mix. And this is the hiccup. This is the piece of insight that you really, really need to hear. And this is anything that is closing your heart, closing yourself off. So if you look at this, you can see the guy, he's actually hugging his chest, his heart, blocking himself from being able to receive. He's also holding on tight to his money. He's being really cautious. Now, there is method in this. Like, we do need to be discerning and be sensible to some degree. But what happens is it looks like you've launched this new passion. Could be a relationship, could be a business idea, could be a health kick. And then we say it is the great action. It is the correct action. This is a very good idea. This is a great path for you to be on right now. Be warned, if somewhere before you get the results, the shit hits the fan, so to speak, where you have a challenge, okay? And all you need to do is get a bit of order and structure and write lists. And it seems like a weird thing to say, doesn't it? It means to get very clear on the outcome that you're desiring, not being too all over the show with it'll happen the way it happens on your time. So if you're in a relationship, this might look like having the conversation about how you like the dynamics of a relationship. If it's in a business situation, it might be just getting everything really clear before you present the document. If it's on a health regime, maybe just sort yourself out a timetable, because otherwise I can see there's all these ideas everywhere, and that causes stress for yourself and whoever else is involved. Whereas we see this path as a pretty important journey that you're taking. If you're watching this, do you want to put it in the chat what you think yours is about, what topic this could be about? I actually feel for most of you it would be within the last few weeks and now, and wrapping itself up within the next 3 to 4 weeks. So that's the cycle that I feel you may be taking to create this new aspect of your reality. It's super important to keep your eye on that passion and to balance that need to be cautious. Like, don't be too cautious / scared / fearful. Don't be too scared, okay? That's really the message is, sure, if you've got a new business regime, don't necessarily throw all your money away at it. Maybe have some logic, but be willing to trust that it's going to be worth putting quite a substantial amount in. You'll get your rewards back. So maybe you're going to be outside of your comfort zone with that spend on that particular business move, or maybe you're going to open up yourself in a vulnerable way in a relationship, or maybe you are simply out of sight of your comfort zone in a new lifestyle factor that you're having, or it could be health, where you've started a new wellness process and there will be good outcome. All right. Claire, couldn't hear the dog barking. Yeah, well, it was definitely throwing out my energy at this end. Let's talk about Claire, because Claire has turned up on time. She's messaged me her question and she's put a question in the chat. So we are going to go with her. Remember, if you're watching, I can see you, but I can't see you. So could you please put 3 orange hearts in the chat so I know you are there. Hello, Jamie. Okay. Claire's question. I'm having some scans and tests next week for a medical issue that I have. Do you see a positive outcome for me? Meaning, will I be fine? Thanks. Claire, safe and appropriate to read for Claire. See, Claire. I'm going to go with that. Have we got a positive outcome for the health? What is the outcome for these health tests? Okay. There might be some changes that you need to make in your healthcare routine to ensure that you have better health. There seems to be, what I'm getting here is whatever happens within these tests will transform a way that you do either life or your food or lifestyle, something to do with your well-being, in a way that will actually benefit you more than your health. So it's like an experience, like a life-defining moment. So something within this health, whether it's a scare or otherwise, it's just going to give you the heads up to do a few things differently, which won't necessarily only benefit your health. It will actually be a positive in other respects as well. And so a lot of it is about, you will laugh at this, Claire, because it always comes up for you, doesn't it? The self-love. I know people think it's about the emotional state, but the emotional state affects the physical state. So the more that we take care of ourselves, the more that we benefit our actual physical health as well. Let me say this. I'm getting a few mixed messages here for you, Claire. So whatever the situation, the recommendation is to take it as a wake-up call. Meaning if the results came back not perfect, what would you do? Do those anyway. Make those changes anyway. There's always a message within the mess, and the message is to listen to what your body is calling you to do for your highest good. Hello, Melissa. Jamie, should I focus on changing my external environment or focusing more on my internal environment? Wow, Jamie, very intriguing question. Well, it depends on how that you change. If you want transformation, the internal place is always to start. And what is the result that you are aiming for? Because that's quite a broad question. I'm assuming you understand that you're talking about inside yourself, with your emotional state, with your mind, with your beliefs, with your past emotional baggage that we all carry around. Jamie, let's just get a feeling on that overall, huh? Are we going to get this, Jamie? Well, now that we rave on about all of that, what we're getting, love, relationships, and prosperous employment. Okay, well, we have a mixed bag here for you. So regarding the employment, we see a collaboration that is necessary. So that is external. In order to boost all of those aspects, love, relationship, and employment, we would also need to increase your vibration, which is an inside job. And that means to do a little bit of a life edit, a life diet edit. And I don't mean food, I mean environment. What are you watching on TV? What are you reading? Who are you surrounding yourself by? What's your house like? What's the energy like around you? What are the thoughts that you're having? So maybe do a holistic life edit of the energy that you are manifesting more of. Our thoughts create vibrations, our environment influences our energy. So do what you can to feel the joy, and then you won't have to focus on the outcome. That will just be naturally autopilot coming to you when you are radiating those high vibrations. It may not be an overnight story. This is a big question for you. So we say work might need to network and collaborate with your skills and other people that have complementary skills. And for the love and relationships, the message around that is, well, is there a person on the scene? This is a very spicy card. This is about stirring up the passion, very much moving forward with that youthful fire. And so if you have someone floating around, you need to be with the passion, not so much the intellect, not so much the do's and don'ts. If you're not with somebody, which are you with somebody? It's you're not with somebody, I don't feel. If you are, it's not feeling connected enough. So either way, dive in to anything that stirs up that passion, because that will give you the high vibrations that we were talking about for attracting good employment opportunities as well. The vibe we ooze is the vibe we attract back. So if we're going to be down in the dumps, we're going to attract hardship and struggle. If we're going to be pumped and excited about our life with passion, that is high vibing, we're going to attract more of it. You know this, guys. You know it. I know you know it. Okie doke. Hello, Laura. Okay, let's get into some pre-prepared questions. I'm dragging the chain today. Shelley. I'm due to receive some inheritance from my ex-mother-in-law, but it's a long time coming. Please, can you see when this will be through and if there is anything holding it up? Thanks so much, Shelley. Okay. Is there anything holding it up? So, excuse me, guys, just getting in the zone. Shelley. Okay, we always get these curly answers, don't we? Okay, I shouldn't laugh. The question that you're getting fired back at you is, what is the hurry? Why do you need it? What is the urgency? What the attachment that you have to this inheritance is the thing to actually release. Let me just give you a bit more. Let me give you some relief in the meantime. Like, will you get the inheritance? You will get the inheritance, okay? So let's just go, we're going to get the inheritance. It's coming. The difference about these questions is we don't normally ask questions that are about timelines or, you know, what are the lottery numbers, because they don't have any personal growth or, you know, evolution response. We are using the tarot as a self-discovery tool. I absolutely do not mind any questions, because as you can see, we twist them around a bit and find the message that you need to hear right now. So this is very much around taking a new look at everything and just, you know, like looking at life from a new perspective, not relying on anything external for your personal happiness or gratification. So we don't want to be victim or at mercy to what other people do or what other people say or our environment or the world even. And this is, if we're waiting for someone to do something or something to arrive for us to finally get settled in our life, we could be waiting our entire life. So this is really a test of patience, of looking at things from a new perspective, and of getting clear on more than the material world, more than that base chakra, more than what you can see in life, but instead opening your horizons. I feel you need to look bigger into life and not be worried about the day-to-day things. I hope you don't mind the way that I'm talking to you, because it is a different kind of message, right? But that's the message. Jamie, did that make sense to you at all? Did that make sense to you? Let's move on to the next person's question. Naomi, I've been having let's just say, shiitake storm. A hard time, a dramatic time. I'm dealing with someone in business that is causing me to trigger left, right, and center. What is my deeper learning, please? Great question, because all triggers that we have whenever we react, it's our stuff. As much as we want to point the finger and blame other people. Oh, it'd be so good if we could just blame everyone for all our problems. But the reality is that is not going to do any good for us. We need to do the personal growth and realize whatever the message is within the mess or the challenge at hand. Naomi, what is the deeper learning for this situation? Is there a deeper learning? There's usually a deeper learning. What is the deeper learning? Drum roll, please. Ah, very interesting. This is the card of surrender. Surrender to the thoughts. Surrender to, oh, does that mean end the cycle with this person? No, it doesn't. It means take the stress away by letting go of all the stories that you've attached to the situation. When we are getting triggered, it is not usually just about the topic at hand that's the problem in the now. Well, even though, so it's something that has been remembered from the past that you need to become aware of so that you can go back to the past, recognize the story, know that it's not true, because it won't be. Any of those triggers that are taking us into yucky feelings are always just life experiences that we got upset by back in the day. And then when we repeat that pattern in some way, we feel an unusually strong emotional charge, like it's extreme for the incident at hand. And when we know that, we know we've got something well beyond this moment in time, if you're into time, because obviously in the ethers there is no time and space, but that's just another story in itself. For sake of example, the answer is let that shit go. That shit is the thinking, the stories, and then you will wrap up the cycle with this person and you can start fresh. This is in fact nothing to do with the relationship as such. It is the deeper learning that you assumed. And it is just another opportunity for you to revisit an old wound so that you can clear it away, get the shovel out, throw it back to the universe, say, I've learned my lesson. I know that I'm worthy, I'm enough. I'm not afraid of judgment because I'm happy with myself. I'm free to be me. Whew. Okay. Thank you for your question, Naomi. Mel. Now, Mel said, Fiona, I have my alarm set for today's Q&A. Ha, ha, ha. And I just thought I'd read that out because maybe some of you would like to remind yourself by doing that, because Mel always misses the live until today because she is here with bells on. And her question is, what do my spirit guides want me to know right now? Simple question. Thank you. All right, Mel. Tuning into Mel's energy. Okay. What does Mel need to hear right now? Woo! Hello, Jess. She's arrived. She has arrived. Mel, second foot read. Mel, yep. What do I need to hear? This. Mel. Huh. So all that shuffling for nothing. I got the same card. Well, I got one of the same cards. This is the 10 of Swords. This guy has so much responsibility on his shoulders. It's stressful. He feels exhausted, and it is weighing down your ability to really be your passionate self, be in doing what you are passionate about. It's too much responsibility on your shoulders, and therefore let's get a deeper understanding of what you need, what would be helpful for you to do on an action step for that. Right, we have the juggler here. He is juggling both money and life's ebb and flows as well. To me, this feels for you like an opportunity to change some work responsibilities so that you don't have that exhaustion, stress, and weight on your shoulders, and more have this happy-go-lucky energy that you just go with the flow of life, and money comes and money goes and money comes and money goes, but you don't worry about it coming back. You know that it's going to come. Easier said than done, I know, especially when you're at some level of survival mode when it comes to money. What happens, though, is when you're in this character's energy, you're happy and you're high vibing. So as we've said before, you attract the opportunities that will more likely give you ways that you can make money in your business. This feels about your business. This definitely is about your business. What I'm seeing here is that there needs to be a complete restructure of what you do, what you delegate, and what you Melissa says, thank you. Yes, totally weighed down. And yes, always juggling. Sad. Happy because that's just a trusting the process. Yes, I keep getting a new beginning for you. And this is not the first time. Like, I feel you need to really restructure. Like, how can I do things different? What can I let go of? What am I doing because I feel I should? What am I doing because I've always done? How can I free up some time? Like, here's a funny one. Like, these sort of simple things look like doing more of what you think you shouldn't be, well, you're not spending time doing. Like, instead of getting up in the morning and looking straight on your cell phone, whether it's being concerned about work or curious about social media or making sure no one's called you, do like 5 or 10 minutes of yoga stretches. And that immediately sets you up for a different focus in your day. And that is, even if you get up 10 minutes earlier to do it, 10 minutes seems like nothing really. Yet it's a game changer with how you will set your nervous system up so you won't feel as stressed, and you will have this kind of meditation process that allows you to follow your heart more because you'll be listening to it through your intuition more, and you'll feel better. It's just one little tiny thing you could do. I'm not sure if you actually are doing the phone thing first thing in the morning. It just feels like those are the type of shifts that you can do. Exchange, delegate, or do. And that way you'll just you create a completely different lifestyle for yourself by working through, how can I do this differently? Do I need to pick up my daughter, or can somebody else do it this week? Vice versa. Should I volunteer to do all those things this week so that next week I'm free? I know it sounds basic and I don't want to tell you how to suck eggs. It's just because by adding in those little pieces for yourself, you give this message to the universe that you're important and that you're ready to line up with more goodness. If we haven't got enough time, we are doing something, dare I say, wrong. We're pushing too hard and not allowing the flow and trusting the process. Hello, Sasha. Hello, good evening. It's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. I was drawn to this live, and this still open for yes, you're open for a reading. How would I request? Just pop it in the chat, ask a question. That's absolutely fine. We are going to pull a card for Jessica. Those watching who have just come on, please give me 3 orange hearts and a thumbs up so that I know that you are there. Jessica, I'm having trouble with my relationship with food. Is there any support the tarot can provide me? Interesting question. Great question. I love your question. And I love the way you worded that, actually. Jessica. What is Jessica need that can help her with her relationship with food? This is the card. Well, we have the Death card, which is, as some of you know, all about new beginnings. It's a great card. I love getting the new beginnings card because I love change. Not everyone loves change. However, in the scheme of what we're talking about, the relationship with food, do you know what the thing is? We put so much pressure on ourselves to eat a certain way, and we're trying so hard. Sometimes it's good just to throw it all out the window for a bit. I know that sounds terrible, doesn't it? Bear with me, Jess. I'm just looking into, yes, okay. What I would like you to do, listen to it, what I'd like you to do, I didn't say that, but that's what came through. What we'd like you to do is start a new way of eating for a while, just to tune in with your body more. This means that instead of thinking, I better have my healthy smoothly, I better only eat this because that's what I need, it's actually stopping before any moment of eating. So you get hungry and you feel, what do I feel like? Like, what does my body want to eat right now? So instead of it actually being a thing you're telling yourself about, it's more what is my soul wanting? Like, you remember this card, death card, is also about being your authentic self and really coming back to the body, or the soul, but actually the getting out of the mind. So feeling what your body wants. You'll be surprised. Some days it might say you want something that's not sounding particularly healthy. But if you just have that one-off time, for example, you get it out of your system. It's different if you're craving McDonald's every day, but I don't feel that is the situation. It's more, am I hungry? Do I want to eat? What do I feel like? And actually listening. So that's the suggestion. Listen to your body. Sasha, are you going to show a question? Please ask your question on your birthday. Okay, we're going to talk about Leah's question just in a moment. Leah, my friend is looking for a new home for her kitten. Shall I consider helping? To be fair, I'm struggling with the commitment of a dog at the moment, but I would think about a companion for Lacey, the dog. Okay. Is it correct action for Leah to take on the kitten? Do you know what? It's a no. You need to focus on work. No. Goodness. You need, gosh, very bossy today. It's more commitment than you need. You can't guarantee that the dog and the cat will get on either. It may prove to be more of a catastrophe. In saying that, when I say focus on work, not in a all work no play kind of way, more in a getting your business to work for you in ways that can free up your time so that you could in the future get a cat or literally just spend more time with your dog. So that is just recognizing your business is still in its infancy. I know you didn't ask about business, but this has just come up, that there are some things that you could be doing that can activate a little extra cash when you're not working one-to-one, which is just taking away the need for you to actually physically be in the business. What does that look like, though? What does that look like for you? What ideas can we give to you? Yeah, is there a chance that you could do some speaking? Not that you get paid for the speaking, it's just that you can sell products and other low-key services within that educational realm. Just a thought. All right. Hello, Renee, is it you there? Where are you in the world today? Well, we see Sasha has not asked her question. She may have lost us for a second there, but what we'll do is we will pull her a birthday card anyway. Is there any other questions on there? Because she may like to watch the replay. Sasha, we'll just pull you a very quick question to see what you need to hear since it is your birthday. Beautiful. The Three of Wands. Yes, this is a year of you stepping into a new land, doing things that are more adventurous and creative. It is time for you to expand and broaden your horizons. No more comfort zone for you. This is the birthday year of more experiences, maybe even a bit of travel overseas, like exploring, not so much a holiday, but actually traveling. How about that? I think we have one more question. I'll whiz through that and then we will wrap it up. Clear. Yes. Oh, maybe I've done them all. I have finished, I think. Do you want a card, Renee? Have a couple more minutes left. Thanks for your patience, everybody. I appreciate it, especially after the kerfuffle that we began with. Whoo! Oh, nice one, Renee. 10 of Pentacles, looking pretty good. Whatever your question is, which was not a question. So this is, well, the way I'm reading it for you, I just feel it's all coming together. If it's coming together, yes. And that's the tree of life as well. I feel connecting dots, being more in the community or society, being recognized, things coming together, money being made, etc. We're going to wrap it up, guys. Please give me your thumbs up. Remember, I need to know you've been here, and I'll send you my love. I'd love to see you back here next week, 4:44 on Tuesday, New Zealand time. If you're watching the replay, please tell me where you're from in the comments, because it's so much fun talking to people on the other side of the world. For now, sayonara. We'll see you next week. Ciao.